How to use Balabolka text-to-speech synthesis software. Balabolka, the Russian word for chatterer, is a free but not open-source text-to-speech application, and sadly, it is only available on Windows, requiring Windows XP and later, but you can use this on Mac OS or Linux using a Windows virtual machine, using something like VirtualBox. Balabolka comes packed full of great features, including the ability to change the speed, pitch, and volume of the voice, output the spoken text as an MP3 file, save your written input as a document, so it can be edited later on, etc. I quite like Balabolka due to it supporting old unsupported versions of Windows, and the fact it has a lot of great and useful features. You can even add skins to Balabolka to spicing up the aesthetics a bit, which I have done, and to be honest, it makes Balabolka look awesome. Balabolka can also use a wide range of voices, including SAPI 4 and SAPI 5 voices, and Microsoft Speech Platform voices. It will automatically find any voices you already have in Windows, so if you're using Windows 8.1 or later, the default voices are Microsoft Hazel, Zira, and David, but on Windows 7 and earlier, you have Microsoft Anna, and on XP, of course we all know who hides there, Mr. Microsoft Sam of course, so you don't even need to go find or buy voices, you can use the pre-installed ones on your version of Windows. Balabolka also have a portable version available, that does not need to be installed in order to be used, you can run it directly from a USB on the go, which might be great if you're using a laptop and want a compact but decent TTS program to read blogs, news articles, or whatever it is you may be reading. Balabolka can also get voices from online services, which is an amazing feature in my opinion, because this allows you to use voices without the need to install a TTS voice, so this means you can use any voice from a wide range of services, including Baidu, Google, IBM Watson, Amazon, etc. So there are a wide variety of voices for you to use and choose from, but you have to have an active internet connection to use these services, obviously. Balabolka is a very good TTS program, and if I had to give it my overall score out of 10, I think it deserves a 7 out of 10, because it's got lots of cool features, is great for backwards compatibility across older versions of Windows, supports many types of voices and has an online utility to use more realistic sounding voices, etc., but with that comes the downside of it being a Windows-specific program. However, the workarounds work flawlessly, and you can easily set up a Windows XP VM or whatever version you want, and you can use that to run Balabolka, because Balabolka is not intensive and does not use much processing power, so it will run well even in a VM with 512 megabytes of RAM or less. Balabolka lacks the availability to study and edit the code as well, which in my opinion is also a downside, as I love free and open source software, like you wouldn't believe. And I'm all in on everyone having access to modify, redistribute, and study the code. Without that, it's only the developers of Balabolka that can modify or distribute the program. However, that's not to say it's bad or not as good as other TTS software out there. However, considering the limited available free options out there, Balabolka has to be amongst the best, as the reasons mentioned clearly show that. But it lacks certain aspects I prefer with something such as eSpeak, that TTS program runs on way more operating systems, is very compact, also has great features, and is more compact than Balabolka, plus it's open source, so anyone willing to look at the code and do whatever they want with it, you're free to do that if the software you're using is free and open source, obviously. Now, I have been talking a lot. So how about we look at Balabolka and look at some of the various features it has? I will be demonstrating Balabolka inside a Windows 7 VM, and I will also show you how to use the online services provided with it to generate a recording you can listen to. You can use any voice with any service you go with. If you want to download and install Balabolka, a link to the official Balabolka site will be provided in the description box below.
Hi, this is a demo of the online TTS voice service that comes with Balabolka.